The first major in CS2 PGL Copenhagen 2024 will start very soon. In addition to the regular participants of majors like Navi, many new tags and teams will play at the tournament. For some of these teams and players, this tournament will be a turning point that will change their lives before and after. Today, we're going to tell you about 5 underdogs who surprised us with their performances at CSGO majors. Let's go. Fnatic. The first major sensation happened at the first major in history, DreamHack Winter 2013. NIP was the strongest team in the world at that time. The Swedes already had 11 victories in top tournaments, and they also set an invincible win streak. They did not lose 87 maps in a row at LAN events. Fnatic in CSGO was an ordinary average team that made a replacement 2 weeks before the start of the major. Pronax took the place of the captain. Fnatic's passage to the final was already a sensation, but hardly anyone thought this team would beat NIP. Before the final, Fnatic had beaten NIP only once, and that was in BO1. The final itself started with a big advantage in favor of NIP. The team won the first half on Dust 2 with a score of 12-3.
And that's going to be that. Ninjas in Pajamas ends this half 12 points to 3.
It seemed that NIP would quickly deal with their opponent, but Fnatic made a comeback on the T side. Flusha won the round, which was the most decisive on map 1.
And they realized this too, but how to do it. They already tried the aggressive push once. Are they going to do it with Flusha as well? Flash comes in, Flusha pushes out, they line up, he gets one, he gets two, fantastic! They win the round! Devilwalk makes it happen! What a round for Fnatic. Lupus, how did that happen?
NIP easily won the next map with a score of 16-6.
But bomb will explode, and that will be that. Ninjas in Pajamas will win game number 2, and we'll be moving on to game number 3.
But on Train, the decisive final map, NIP seemed to have forgotten how to play CS. As a result, it was an easy victory for Fnatic, 16-2.
And JD, all they has to do is just wait and buy time, and there it is. They win it, and look at them. Even Khan jumping up, one of the most composed people, I think, in Counter-Strike. Complete celebration. What a victory, and how they deserve it. Lupus.
In the future, the Fnatic trio, JW, Pronax, and Flusha, will win 2 more majors. ESL 1 Katowice and Cologne 2015. While NIP will be the main losers at the majors, out of 5 finals, they will win only ESL 1 Cologne 2014. Gambit. Astralis came to PGL Major Krakow 2017 as a major champion and had a big chance to win the second tournament from Valve in a row. It seemed that the main thing for the Danes was the match against SK in the quarterfinals. The third team in the world played against the first.
He gets one, still a 2-on-4, and there's 20 seconds. Now Fallen is alone in a 1 versus 4. He's gonna get one more kill, but there's only 17 seconds. He can't get this bomb part down. Astralis will have done it. They're in the semi-finals, 16-6 against SK Gaming at the PGL Major.
Astralis defeated SK and then faced Gambit, a team that was poorly prepared for the tournament, with 4 people on the team not understanding what their coach was doing. The perfect opponent to reach the final. The teams exchanged each other map picks. It all came down to the decider, where Gambit led 12-6, but the Danes closed the gap to a minimum. Zeus realized that the initiative was gradually shifting to Astralis, and decided to calm down and get the team going at the same time. He ran around the respawn during the eco round, and very emotionally explained to the teammates what they needed to do.
And Zeus is still taking a timeout. Still more to talk about for the CTs here. It's getting very tense indeed. Now just down to Device against 3 players who are playing perfectly, keeping themselves out of these positions. They're not peeking at all whatsoever, as they shouldn't be. And that's Device now with nothing left to do but just save this AWP. Eke out an extra frag if he possibly can, but that won't be the case. Whatever Zeus said to his team, it must have been pretty good, James, because that was a phenomenal round from them.
Слышишь, что ты сказал на трейне, когда ты вот с P250 на торресском респе уже стоял, типа бегал, ничего не делал?
Я чуть-чуть заорал, блядь, на команду и сказал, блядь, сука, все угомонитесь нахуй, блядь, успокойтесь и слушайте меня, блядь. Мы сейчас их выебем, просто, блядь, надо делать то, что я говорю, блядь.
After the Gambit, they reassembled the frame, beat Astralis, and reached the final.
Sitting there in connector, a dangerous position. Device knows to look out for it, misses the flick shot, and the Gambit have done the unthinkable. They will be in the major finals.
In the grand final, they met the second Brazilian team, Immortals. After losing to Cobble, even the Gambit players had a feeling that they would lose the match, because Zeus had already been to 2 major finals, but never became the major champion. However, then 3 Kazakhs entered the game and showed a phenomenal game.
Immortals now feeling like they know what to do to challenge this banana position. Gambit has sent even more firepower there, bring more HP.
This is so smart. Oh, this is huge. Doji's throwing a nade into the corner just as the bomb's going to go off. They're both going to go down. Get brained on. Doja with the dunk. That's so smart. Steel only has 1, but Bolts can play off of him. Smoke on the bomb already. Kits for Steel. Kits for Steel, who's the one with 1 HP. Getting closer. Getting closer for Zeus. He finds him and he backs away. Kit will be picked up by Bolts. But Zeus is going to sit on top of it. This will be the round. It's going to explode. It's going to be done. Bolts can get all the kills he likes. Gambit will get their 13th round.
As a result, the MVP went to Adrian, who did his best in preparation for the major. And Zeus gave us a cool, dramatic story when he didn't give up after a kick from Navi and won the major.
Take it back because he thinks otherwise. They'll go aggressive. No one peeking, so he'll take every inch he can get to make this an instant kill on the shotgun. Crossfire set. He's found! Steel trades it. Steel goes for more. It's done! Gambit have done it!
God help me, and I won major.
The championship blew up the minds of some players. Even before the major, they didn't really understand why they needed a coach who hardly ever plays in the CS. They decided to get rid of Kane. However, Zeus did not abandon his friend and gave the players an ultimatum. If they kicked Kane, he would also leave. As a result, they both left Gambit, and after 2 weeks, they moved to Navi. Zeus failed to win a major with his home club, and Gambit would reach the previous top level of the game with a completely different lineup in the online era. ENCE. Before the start of IEM Katowice Major 2019, ENCE was not even in the top 10 of the HLTV rankings, but at that tournament the Finns gave a fight to the leaders of the world CS. The team had a hard time reaching the playoffs, where they faced the most difficult path. The previous year was filled with Astralis and Liquid wins, with Navi sometimes interfering in the fight. It was these rivals that ENCE met at the playoff stage in Katowice. First, the Alu team dealt with Team Liquid. The squad made a comeback for T in Inferno with a score of 8-15 and won the match in a dry spell.
Alu, 32 kills to his name's gonna add another one, and here's the crossfire. Alu with 2. This could be all she wrote for Liquid. 20 seconds left, and Alu chipped in for a 3rd and a 4th. ENCE have done it. They pulled off the upset. The better team today, and ENCE eliminates a tournament favorite right at the start of the playoffs.
Navi was next. This match is probably remembered even more than the grand final. The Finns were also far behind on the decisive map, but they stuck it out and managed to snatch the victory. The Simple versus X7 clutch was a fatal mistake by Simple, which cost him the final.
But all this does is serve to allow Alexi to come out from jungle. Watch it, because he's got the lineup. Simple. He doesn't have the time. He's got to go to the AK and get the kill. This guy is on another level. He's going to have time to put the bomb down. And X7, he knows he's in rotation to flash out. He's got the information. He's got just enough. He goes back to the AWP. But is that what's going to cost him? It is. It is going to cost him. Somehow X7 holds his nerve. It looked like Simple wasn't going to miss a single bullet there. But Matt, that is the full reset now. The Finns, the kings of Katowice, they're through. Welcome to the big stage.
In the final, ENCE lost to Astralis, 11-16 and 4-16.
He'll get 2. And walk in the smoke, Glaive. He'll only punish 1, but it's just aerial to find, and it's done! They had 1 goal. That's it. That's all they wanted. Back to back. And these guys are writing it in every event. Intel Extreme Masters, Champions, Majors, back to back. Astralis again in Katowice.
The entire community rejoiced in the Finns' success, and the local band wrote their immortal track Easy for ENCE right during the tournament.
Please welcome to the stage.
It's ENCE!
Easy for ENCE, 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 put that Uberwelt, put that Uberwelt.
After the major, the Finns were able to show a high level of play at several Tier 1 tournaments, but it was not stable. Before the major at Berlin, Alou convinced both the players and the management that Alexi B was the team's problem. It was known about his kick before the tournament started, so it's not surprising that the team performed poorly. After ENCE, they went lower and lower until they switched to an international roster in March 2022, which brought them back to Olympus.
And before we continue, we'd like to remind you that you can support our channel financially. You can do this via PayPal. All the details can be found in the description below this video.
Monty could have immediately become a legend in the Paris Major at the RMR qualification, but then Heroic was their kryptonite.
One more round here and they get to be in the legend stage. DemQ, 1 versus 4, he's fighting at every angle, and there we go. 16-14, Heroic, once again legends.
While Monty had no top rivals in the Challenger, the only interesting match was a fundamental confrontation with a Force.
Bomb still in his hands, and he's looking for more. Sorte, but no! It's Sunday Young, and it's Monte going to Paris.
In Legends, they defeated Weak Furia, Fnatic, and Navi, who fought to the last for the playoffs, and lost to Vitality, who were undefeated in that tournament. The meeting with Navi turned out to be very emotional.
They get themselves into the side. Take your time, SDY. Demka gets them both. Simple down. It's a Demka round. 15 in the bag at a 4K from Demka.
Oh, getting real loud. I don't think Warwick can quite believe it there. The laugh.
And now a 2 versus 2 emerges with a lot to play for. They don't have the time. They don't have the time, and they don't have the health. Boros takes the round by force.
This confrontation will be called the Ukrainian Classic.
As Monty securing top 8, 1 frag away. Can Boros end it here? Yes, he can! That is beautiful! The storyline of that one. Take away your ego, because the time will come when I will destroy you in tournaments.
After completing the Legends stage with a score of 3-1, they met the future finalists Gamer Legion in the quarterfinals, who easily beat the Ukrainian team.
Shuhei watched all his old teammates do what he wanted, and now he has done it himself! He leads by example here on Overpass, with every member of the Legion taking it a step above.
Overall, we didn't have that fire moral to win this game, I feel like, and that was our problem. Viva la France, slava Ukraini! Blast
Paris Major 2023 became Monty's ticket to the elite. The team began to be invited to top championships, which made it possible to refuse to farm all the CCT and Pinnacle Cups. Boros' overperformance at the tournament helped the club to make money on his sales.
Hey, Boros.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Thank you. I'll take that one.
He's going.
Of course.
He was going.
Why not?
He hears one. And he's coming for more!
And as time has shown, the Jordanian hasn't been able to show anything since the major.
Doesn't really give you an angle. Garrigan's cleared out inside of the side, and now Boros! They might have tagged him up to start the round, but that's still not been enough to slow this guy's roll. He's even got another!
Unfortunately, Monty was unable to repeat their success at the Paris Major in CS2. The team did not qualify for the PGL Major Copenhagen 2024. GL. The last major in CSGO was sensational in general. 4 tags, which had never made it this far in their entire CS history, played in the playoffs. I would also like to single out Gamer Legion, who not only had a cool sticker, but also a great lineup. Among the players, I would like to emphasize Shui and Ime. The IGL became one of the youngest captains to play in the final of the major, and the latter tore through the tournament. GL, like Monty, started their journey from the closed quals to the RMR, where they qualified without any problems. At the RMR, they, like another Blast Paris Major sensation, Into the Breach, went 3-1. Like Monty, Gamer Legion, although they did not have difficult opponents in the challenge, advanced to Legends with a score of 3-2. In the Legends, GL showed a confident performance and won with a score of 3-1. After defeating Monty, GL met one of the main favorites of the tournament, Heroic. First, they gave up a 10-5 comeback to Ancient, and in the second, Inferno, they started with a 1-5 lead, but then Ime came on.
Isaac, he's got some health left on him as well, with a reload right on top. Hold the phone, hold on. They're trying to get the bomb plant down. Ime getting blown up, and Isaac, he gets the victory! 16-14, Game Legion! They keep the dream alive!
Scored an unreal stat, won the map for the team, and then closed the Danes without a chance on the decisive one.
He was spotted as well. It could have been a free entry. Yeah, you're right. They know where he is, and they will burn him out as a result. This defense on the A-bomb side, I don't know why they're caught swinging back like that. Immer, that is a perfect double opening, and Heroic 3 versus 5, but they're still fighting for it, maybe more than they should. He's going to continue and gets the spray down near the quad.
This with flashbangs, that's all they have, and it might be all they need.
Yeah, that's a good setup to begin with. Yabi, oh, he gets out-dueled. Everything matters right now. Heroic, they need it, but Immer, he's deleting them all over the place. They don't stand a chance. Now Yabi and Kaden are showing up. Immer with the spray down. He's so good. The follow-up. He is immortal. It's just Tess left, and there's nothing to do. Game Legion with a legendary run to make the grand finals of the final major in CSGO.
Although some people expected intrigue in the final, there was none. Vitality played too strongly, plus their home stage gave them strength. Even at Nuke, where GL seemed to be getting it right and even took the first half with a score of 10-5, Vitality came back and left no chance for the opponent.
Vitality show! It's a full house from the French! No hold back! No surrender!
After the major, it became clear that Gamer Legion would not be able to keep their stars. Shui returned to Mouse and assembled a strong young roster, almost entirely staffed by his Moused next teammates. Ime, on the other hand, was promoted to Navi, but there he was unable to show the level of his performance at the major. The club's fans call him one of the main reasons for the team's failures. That's all for today. What sensational teams at the majors did we not tell you about? Write about it in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like, and ring the bell. Good game.